All right, Shannon. Sharpe posted today that Clown Antonio was out here dry snitching on everybody. He posted this picture on his social media calling Antonio Brown Tekashi 6ix9ine, aka Snitch 9. Well, y'all know Tekashi Snitch 9 has been taking a stand, telling on everybody from Jim Jones and Cardi B. And what he means is Antonio Brown took to social media earlier this morning and said that and pulled up receipts on Shannon Sharpe's sexual assault he had in his day, Ben Roethlisberger and Robert Kraft. Let's talk about, was Antonio Brown snitching? Was Shannon Sharpe in the wrong? We back, Goodfella Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Y'all know I mess with Unc Shannon Sharpe, man. That's my dude. Liked him as a player. Whole nine. I was a huge supporter of John Elway, in the Broncos back in the 90s. All right. I wanted to see them beat Green Bay, and I wanted them to play Minnesota, but they didn't. And I wanted to see them beat up on the Packers, though, and the Falcons, excuse me. And they did. But he said Clown Antonio 6ix9ine out here dry snitching on everybody. He talked about what happened with Robert Kraft in the parlor for releasing him. He was frustrated because he lost around $50-60 million in guaranteed money. He talked about Shannon Sharpe being a hypocrite, talking about his situation, and he went through a situation at CBS. He talked about how Roethlisberger only got 4 games, and he didn't get suspended out the league for his 2 assault charges he had. And he had one in college as well, I believe. And, I don't think it's snitching. That's not snitching. That's public information. If it's on the internet, Shannon Sharpe, it's public information. I know somebody else out there remember, you going through that. I know people around the Fox remembers you did that. I know that was on your resume. People ain't forget about Robert Kraft, At the end of the day, it wasn't snitching. Antonio Brown is just showing a double standard. How can you go on TV and criticize me and you went through the same thing? How is Ben Roethlisberger still in the league and he went through the same thing 3 times? He had 1 in college and 2 in the pros. And how y'all, just going to whiteball me out the league. But at the end of the day, Antonio Brown, you know what I'm saying? You did it to yourself, dog. At the end of the day, you can't keep blaming everybody else. They got a job to do. Do I like ESPN and Fox talking about your legal matter? No, they not qualified. Like OJ said on Twitter, they not qualified. Just say, okay, this will happen and move on. Everybody is a lawyer now. Everybody want to make Antonio Brown seem guilty before innocent, but you put yourself in this position by being a clown. One thing he got right, Clown Antonio fished you. The woman wasn't pressing no charges. She wasn't suing or nothing. And you contacted her, and I don't call it intimidating. I just felt that you roasted her. You called her broke. But you did it to yourself. And it's his job to speak on it. But guess what? He got history too. You want the world to know his history, but you on a sinking ship, dog. You on a sinking ship. Now, do I like Shannon Sharpe coming out there coming for you? But you came for Shannon Sharpe. You called Shannon Sharpe on Uncle Tom first. So you started that battle. You started that war. You started wars with Ryan Clark. You started wars with Shannon Sharpe. And at some point, some former players don't like that some players go over to the media. But at the end of the day, Shannon Sharpe, Ryan Clark, Jalen Rose, Chris Webber had a problem with it, but now he part of the media too. With Jalen Rose going to the media, at some point, I got to provide for my family. I'm no longer throwing a football or putting the ball through a hoop or kicking it through a goal. If you don't respect me coming up here, doing what I do, hey, you go your way, I go my way. If you don't like what I'm saying, you always can pull up and say something, and we can conversate, we can politic, we can talk on the phone, we can sit down, and we can talk like men. If it need to get physical, it need to get physical. But we all know Antonio Brown ain't about getting physical with Shannon Sharpe. We know that. I like them to keep that off the grid and just politic on the phone and speak it out and say, all right, y'all, I was wrong. I should have whoop-de-whoop and just speak it out. But at the end of the day, Antonio Brown threw the brother in the bus. It's cool. You can throw the other 2, Ben Roethlisberger and Robert Kraft, on the bus. I ain't even going to protect them. But you ain't have to throw the brother in the bus. But I know he got a vendetta against them, and they feel they don't like each other. But, hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. You check Shannon Sharpe's social media for the post if you don't believe me. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Check out our NFL playlist, NFL Live. We go live every week to break down the slate and preview the previous week as well. Appreciate the love, support. Keep sharing the videos. We gone.